Allah, as we are. Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay. Ya Allah, bless this engagement and make it a fruitful one. May ADC take over government swiftly and make all ADC candidates successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Amen. Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Abu Malik. We'd like to have Dr. Honorable Stephen. Is it there for the Christian prayer, please?
Stephen Adioye.
Honorable Stephen Adioye.
Yes, Father, we want to thank you and give you all the praise for this wonderful occasion, the moment we are considering our youth. And we know that 60% of our nation is occupied with our youth. So, Heavenly Father, we want to ask you today to take control and be in charge and lead us and lead our leaders and all on the platform and those who will be coming to be graced with what Nigeria is about to experience. So, Father, we give you praise. We pray that the leading moderator and anyone involved in this program will be blessed, and we all will finish today with a grace and acknowledging that you are Lord to the glory of God the Father. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you very much, Honorable Stephen Adioye. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to welcome everyone to this glorious event that is holding right here on the Zoom, connecting the ADC-DN together, strategically going to be having a powerful discussion on how to move our nation forward and how to change the narrative or how they look at our nation and putting together all effort together to do the right thing and to take our nation to the next level. Without the strength of the youth, it could be very, very impossible. But right now, we have the honorable youth members of these ADC, both home and abroad, are coming together to do this, to do justice to this movement. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize the presence of dear the former minister, the honorable minister H.S. Solomon Dalong.
Themselves, they are holding me to bring me in. But the people ask, okay, they are the one holding me to bring me out.
And also, I want to also recognize the presence of our dear chairman, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Bandi. It's good to have you here. You're welcome, sir. And also the son, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malami. It's good to have you here. You're welcome. Professor Issa, we recognize your presence. You're all welcome. Aminu Waziru, Tambua, sir, His Excellency, we welcome you. And also Honorable Barrister Chukwemeka Wajuba, we welcome you, the former minister. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. We have also the presence of George, Honorable George. It's good to have you here. Dr. Musa Paul, and also our active sister, Aisha Yusuf, in the building. Honorable Aisha Yusuf, it's good to see you. We recognize your presence. Then Honorable Baro Uloho, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. And also Honorable Adisa Musa Sheu, we recognize your presence. If you're here, thank you for coming. And also Gandu Naomi Wilson, you're welcome to this meeting tonight. And also Dr. Josephine, we recognize your presence. Thank you for joining. Honorable Ebere Ijere, you're also welcome. Thank you for joining. And Chief Ambassador Tony Tuklan, I've seen you, I've greeted you. You're welcome. Good to see you here, sir. and also Honorable Balarabe Rufai. You're welcome. Honorable Dr. Abud Malik, our dear brother who just prayed for us. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And the youth leader, Solomon Ega, it's good to see you here. You're welcome. Basir Nahu, Musa, thank you for coming. And as well, the host to this program tonight. I want to also recognize your presence, Honorable Bosse, Raquel Adamu. It's good to have you here. Able Mother, thank you for being on the seats tonight. And also the co-host, Honorable Mark Godwin Iwajuma. It's good to have you here, an active brother. Thank you for coming. Dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be having to kick on with this program. Before we go into the deed of the day, I want to recognize, want to welcome our dear Honorable Dr. Kenneth Bandi, the chairman ADC-DN, for his welcome address. My chairman, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, moderator. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, moderator?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honorable Ken, I hear you loud and clear.
Thank you for kicking up on a very nice note. I apologize if they have any noise at the background. We are just on a thank you word tour after the successful unveiling in Delta State. And so I have to cut short a meeting and rush over, to give this critical welcome note. So thank you for the opportunity. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol to say that this event could not have come at a more crucial time. Our team, Nigerian youths, as the engine of national growth, speaks directly to the urgency of our national reality. With over 60% of Nigerians' population under the age of 35, our greatest national asset is not our oil, it's not our resources, but the human capital, which Nigeria ably boasts of. Nigerian youth are among the most talented in the world, from Germany to the United States, from India to Australia, in ICT, innovation, and startups. Yet, despite this potential, successful governments have pushed our youths, our young ones, to the margin, leading to an unprecedented youth unemployment and a growing national security and development crisis. This is why I'm grateful for the ADC as a political party that does not just talk about youth inclusion, but demonstrates its action. Our 35% policy allocation to youth across all structures of ADC is a clear commitment. Also, the same thing with our women and people with disability. As a party, our focus includes job creation, economic empowerment, and creating an enabling environment for public-private partnership that will generate sustainable development. We are committed to supporting youth-owned SMEs, the creative industries, tech startups, and agro-businesses. Furthermore, ADC advocacy for youth leadership, inclusion, and gender balance had led to the establishment of meaningful leadership roles for both the young men and the women. Sorry about it. Youths cannot be leaders of tomorrow if they are excluded today. This strategic summit today is therefore a call to collective action. Government, the private sector, traditional institutions, the diaspora, and the civil society must collaborate. Investing in our youth is not charity. It is strategic investment in Nigerians' future and our national survival and our collective progress. I wish to thank the organizers of this fantastic event. I wish to thank the co-moderators, Mr. Mark, and also the fantastic job the moderation have been doing. I wish all a productive, inspiring, and impactful deliberation today. Thank you so much for having me. May God bless you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very
my
much.
dear chairman.
Yes.
My dear chairman, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Bandi, for the good job you've done and for that which message you've pushed across to us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like to go on to a goodwill and solidarity there is a message from their honorable minister, former minister, H.A. Solomon Dalong, if it's available, sir.
Yes.
The honorable, sir.
I think we're still, His Excellency is still to join.
He's on his way.
Yes. Yes. So
He's on his way. Okay.
Yes, let's go ahead with
Can we have Abu Bakar, our honorable Chief Justice Abu Bakar Malamin is in the building. Is here to join us.
Yet to join, so we can go ahead with
All right.
strategic presentations and other events.
Hello,
All right.
hello. Was I supposed to give a goodwill message? Sorry.
Yes, is that
Yes.
is that His Excellency Solomon Lalong?
No, my name is Chukwuemeka Nwajuba.
Okay.
No, not your turn, sir. You're taking up from strategic presentation, sir, and we'll be giving
Okay.
you. Yes, thank you so much, sir.
All right, sir. So I'll mute myself back.
All right.
He can come in.
Put your mic on. You can come in now for strategic presentation, and you have 5 minutes, sir. Thank you so much. They are honorable, sir.
Oh, okay. Is mine a goodwill message or strategic presentation? I'm not sure what.
Strategic presentation, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I see a long list of nearly 32 participants, and I'm delighted to be able to make this platform alongside all of us. The Nigeria of our dreams belongs to all of us. Many of you will, if we are to depart this world by age, many of you will still be much around when many of us may have departed. So the work actually is like the last speaker said, or in the opening remarks, that nearly 60% of Nigerians are youths. And so what our own discourse will be is, as an ADC government in the making, what is it, the projection, what is it that we're planning to do to make sure, one, to reduce unemployment in Nigeria, the insecurity in Nigeria, and how we intend to support Nigerians at the grassroots who lack visible participation in leadership. I'd like to also address what I believe is my address to youths who may feel like giving up. Of course, all of us know that the country has not been optimally managed, to say the least, and that the kind of greed that this government in its form has brought is unprecedented. This is the first time probably that the nation is only squeezing its citizens to almost feed the needs of things that you've never heard before. For the first time, Nigeria is budgeting for a yacht, to repair presidential houses, to do things that are not completely, So I understand how Nigerian youths may feel. I'm really very frustrated at it. And continuously hear about children being kidnapped in schools, where you cannot travel to most parts of Nigeria, where you can't eke out an existence from so many people. The answer for me is that we would need to begin to build and organize our society. There are steps that we must take to organize the society. Our society has so many trappings and things that are emblematic of modern society without necessarily being organized. When I became Minister of Education, I enforced the NIN thing, the requirement for you to have a NIN, for you to be able to take WAEC, to take JAMB. The reason for that is every organized society begins with basic numerations, birth certificates, birth rates. You know yourselves, so that the things that an organized society we're living with modern things in an unorganized society. And the first thing to do is to organize it. That is why, if you remember in Bayelsa, APC lost the governorship because the governorship candidate had deputy governorship. They had a certificate that bear a different name from the one that had the certificate in post. Those things don't happen when you have numerology, how it works. The country does not know how many people are in anywhere. Anybody who tells you is making surveys. Nobody does anything Nigerians are doing is on numbered planning. And so when people make all these assumptions, nobody's planning for how to feed the supposed 200 million people. How much will breakfast cost? What will it take for government to support those who do not have jobs? When I was in the House of Representatives in 1999, I experimented with something. Everybody who was from my constituency who was looking for a job in Abuja was going to be collecting at the time in 1999 10,000 naira from my office as upkeep. And I had the register. The reason I did that wasn't because I was the best person in Nigeria, but I wanted to know the exact number of people who needed the support. Right now in Nigeria, nobody knows how many people need the support. When we came to government in the Buhari administration, we insisted and we developed what we call the poor register, so that every nation must plan. It is the same token when we were talking about removal of subsidy, because in the Buhari administration, we agreed that we should not remove subsidy until the Dangote refinery comes into play, because that is the only panacea, because 46% of Nigeria's foreign exchange reserves comes from that. And until there is local production happening, you can't remove subsidy. But if you must remove subsidy, one of the first things you must do would be to say, I'm not removing subsidy from the product. I'm going to subsidize my citizens. In other words, anybody who buys petroleum, Nigeria should give them a rebate. Everybody should get a rebate, 10%, 20%, 30%, to be able to encourage either those who are using it privately or for transportation or for entrepreneurship. So if you want to make sure that entrepreneurs are getting a rebate from government, you give them 25% on fuel. But if you want to rebate household, you rebate them at 15%. And if you want to rebate businesses, you rebate them at 17.5%. So that every month, every week and every weekend, everybody will forward his documents into his bank account, and government will credit him with the equivalent of his rebate, so that everybody have a BVN. Modern nations plan like this, and that's why they are built on a welfare system. On everyone that you hear migrating out of Nigeria as a youth who is looking for greener pastures, they are going to places where people have already built, where systems are already in place. They plug themselves into a system. It's either you're going to seek an asylum and they will pay you where your asylum, or you get a job and they pay you based on per hour. Nigeria is still the only country around these parts who work on salaries. People don't work on hours. People should be able to work per hour, do as much as you can when you have the strength to do it. And there are so many things to be reformed. Now, there are things that we also need to contribute as young people. First of all, we need to appreciate that nobody's going to build this place other than us. When people joke about all my children being trained in Nigeria and all of them being in Soka and Futo, and I was Minister of Education, they make fun of me. Probably I don't have enough money to send them abroad. But my reason was the same thing my father told me, which is, first of all, commit to this country. First of all, love it. If you love it, if you love a thing, your house, your any place, you will care for it. If you love something, you will provide for it. You will put your skills at his disposal. This whole idea of my running for president continuously, running for this continuously, anything I'm running for, people keep asking, why are you always? I said, if I don't, that means those who don't have the same feelings I have for my country may be the ones doing it, and they will do it the wrong way. It's just like somebody loving your wife on your behalf. You wouldn't love it the way you want to love it. That's why you get hot.
Oh dear.
I think it's network.
His network. Okay, viewers, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen listening, you just heard from that amazing, powerful speech is from a former Minister of State for Education, Honorable Chukwuemeka Nwajuba.
when somebody else is on it. That's how it's a feeling. So Nigeria, but that's how I've been brought up, to love it before do. In loving it, don't criticize. Enable yourself, become that person, that human being. Equip yourself with skills. Equip yourself with knowledge. Equip yourself with the love and care that will require us to run the country. For me, in strategic thinking, whether it's from a defense point of view, whether it's from a human resource development point of view, or whether it is from a patriotic point of view, you have to look at these 3, 4, 5 things and answer the questions that I had posed at the beginning of it. I just want to keep within my 5 minutes, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And that was a powerful presentation.
Powerful.
That's a powerful presentation, sir. Honestly, is heartbroken when we have a nation where they don't have the database for, or data of how many children are born in a day in the country. Not to talk about how many children passed on or how many migrant children walk into the country. So how do you now keep a system where you don't know the number of children that are born in a day? So how do you care? How are you going to say you're going to provide for them? Because until you get the number correct, and the country itself is not working with time, the country is timeless. And with ADC, we'll always say here, with this great mind people, the youths that have come together to have this deliberation tonight, it shows that we can do it. Honestly, we can pull the country around. We are able to do needful. You are able to change the narrative. We are able to write the script of our dear country. And with ADC, with this number of people here, we will go miles. And it is not time to give up over Nigerians, not at all. Never you think about giving up on Nigerian, because the better Nigeria is at the corner. So there, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, dear Honorable. I hope you're still much around with us. Probably.
Yes.
Yes. We will have a question for Honorable Minister much later.
Yeah.
Much later, please.
Thank you. I want to quickly jump a bit of this protocol, and I want to invite our dear sister, Honorable Aisha, a very loud voice, fearless, very, very fearless lady, a woman, a fearless lady, a fearless youth who is not afraid to voice out what she knows to be the right thing to do. And that's what we should be, that's what we should emulate, honestly. Say the truth, either it's going to kill you or keep you alive, honestly. And before that, I want to sincerely just beg on everyone who have come on this platform tonight, on this our meeting tonight, please put yourself on the camera. The Yoruba people will say Ojuni or Owa. It means that the real talk is face to face. And the good thing is that technology has made it more easy. Anywhere you are, we can see ourselves face to face. So it is FaceTime. Let's talk to ourselves. And then if we need to split on our faces, let's do it so that we can get the thing so right. Dear ladies and gentlemen, is with honor I want to bring to the camera our dear sister, Honorable Aisha Yusuf. Please split the fire.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure being here. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to adjust my stand. Okay, I didn't know I was going to be called so soon. So good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure being here, and it's also a pleasure listening to our first speaker. I just want to say to every one of us here that indeed, the Nigerian youth, nothing can be done without the Nigerian youth. And in terms of politics, when people talk about politics, in terms of everything that has to do with politics, Nigerian youth are part and parcel of it. The only thing that happens is that When it is time to sit at the place where decisions are being made, the Nigerian youth are nowhere to be found. When it is time for, conversation on who are the people who go into govern, you actually find out that the Nigerian youth, are nowhere to be found. And that is a place where everybody who is a youth should focus on and say, hey, it's not okay for us to just be part of the process of how to get people into office, that the youth also have to be part of those who not only get into office, but those who are the places where decisions are being made. If you look at the demography, the youth demography, it's way larger than any group. And when decisions are being made and the people who have the largest number are not at the table for them to be able to contribute, then, definitely you're not going to have a decision that comes out in a way that it's equitable to every one of that demography. So the first thing that for me, I think one of the things that really need to be done is to define actually what is a youth, who is a youth. Because most times you're finding people who are supposed to be on the other side are also always claiming to be youth. I mean, you can't be 50-something, you're calling yourself youth. I've had battles with people where, like, they're trying to bring on, I'm not a youth. My children are youth. How can I be the one who is youth? I'm in my 50s. So that's one thing that has to be that has to be defined. And you're also seeing situations where things are being talked about and you hear them say that, oh, we've given youth opportunity, but they haven't, they've misused your opportunity, or they haven't done something well. And then you're asking, who is this youth? You are seeing people in their 40s, late 40s, 50s. That can be. So that definition is very critical. And also on the issue of saying, look, do not use one brush to brush everyone and say that, oh, we've given youth a chance. Nobody is saying that they've given the older male Nigerian a chance, even though we have had them, destroy the country for over almost 6 decades or over 6 decades. We've seen them not do the right thing for over 6 decades, but yet they do not take the fall where we say, oh, 6 decades, we have trusted one particular demography with the governance of the country, but they haven't done the things that they're supposed to do. So nobody has said that. So that's very critical. One of the things also that needs to happen is that there needs to be a unification. There needs to be a situation whereby it doesn't matter what tribe you are, what religion you are, what region you come out from, what gender you are. All that matters is for the youth to be able to come together and say, look, let's speak with one voice. Unfortunately, the divide and rule that has been used on Nigerians for a very long time, or like I said earlier, unfortunately, it's still very, very present in this in the youth, and most times that's what is used to divide. And you find out that when people think they have access to positions, they're able to take pictures with the people who are in office. They begin to attack their fellow youth. They begin to see that, oh, they are not the ones that have entered, the decision-making room. They think they are part of the table, not knowing that there are also many on the table that are seen as people who are sort of like disposable. So I think it's really critical for there to be that understanding going on. Having said that, is to quickly, I know I don't have much time. I think I have five minutes. Please correct me if
yes,
wrong.
Yes,
I have 5 minutes, right?
Yes, 5 minutes. That's correct. 5 minutes.
Okay. So you said?
Yes, you're correct,
Hello?
ma. 5 minutes more.
Hello. Oh, okay. I see a thumbs up. I hope you guys are hearing me, by the way. So to look at all the problems, that are going on in Nigeria today, it beyond just saying this is Nigeria. One of the questions I ask a lot of people, and I'm going to ask that question today: how long do you want to live on this earth? Do you want to live till you are 90? For example, let's say the average person in this room says they want to live up to 90. Then take your current age and minus it from 90. What is remaining? That is how long Nigeria has to deal with you if you do not, change the trajectory of Nigeria. Everybody you see, whether they are 90 today, they are 80, 70, whatever, they were once youth, they were once young, they were once angry at the leaders of Nigeria that were not doing the right thing. I was once in that category, and today my age mates are the ones who are part of the people destroying the country. And I'm looking and say, what happened to us? What happened to that passion that we had for Nigeria? What happened to the anger that we had to the people who weren't doing the right thing? And so it's a matter of crossing over. And if you do not take time to really sit down and say, let's get this country under a place where it works for everyone and not for a few people, you're going to get to that age where you'll also then be amongst the people who are 70, 80, 90, and Nigeria is still continuing what it's doing. If you look at the church attack that happened the other day in Kwara State, and you saw where they were live streaming and terrorists had come into that place, there was an elderly woman who could barely walk. She was once a youth. And if we do not take time, if we do not sit up and say, let's get our country, let's fix our country, we're going to end up in that manner where you get to an age where you are elderly, where you should be resting, you should have peace, but you are having gunshots in the place where you worship as if you're on the battlefield. And so it is something that is critical for every one of us to say, let's look into it. And I can tell you one thing, because people have been asking me, what do we do? What is the thing that we need to do? If we do not fix politics, we would not be able to fix Nigeria. The people who govern Nigeria come in through politics. Governance is very important. It has a huge relationship between our lives, and that there's a connection between our lives and governance. If we have good governance, our lives will be better. If we have bad governance, our lives will not be better. Prayers will not solve the things that God has given us the capacity for us to solve for ourselves. If you want a country that works for every one of us, then we need to put in the work to get the country working. It is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's going to take a very long time, but everybody needs to put hands on deck and ensure that they are part of the political. You're either running for office because you have competence, character, capacity, or you are campaigning for those who have competence, character, capacity to give good governance, accountability, and transparency, or you are helping them to raise funds, or you are holding them accountable when they get into office. Doing nothing is not an option. And these are political activism that we want to do. I will round up by saying this thing. And I want everyone to be careful. And if there's this only thing you take out of what I say, I really would be happy. There is a lacuna that is just coming up. The people who have held Nigeria down are getting old, and they are about to transfer to their children. What you see when they are pushing their children in front of you, they are going to offices with their children, they are traveling on official duties with their children. They're doing it for a reason. They know they're getting tired, they're getting wearied, and they want to hand over positions to their children. If they hand over positions to their children, it will take Nigeria probably the next 3, 4, 5, 6 decades before Nigeria can get itself back, freedom. And I tell you this, the people who are currently in office now, their children are Ivy League educated, they are tech savvy, they understand social media, they do not have empathy for the poor because they were never brought up poor. They have entitled mentality to the wealth of Nigeria. And right now, they're going to be more vicious than their parents are. And this is the time, there's going to be that lacuna, there's going to be a space where the Nigerian youth indeed will take over and own Nigeria the way it's supposed to be. The independence that we enjoy today, it was youth who fought for it. The democracy, a lot of youth had to fight for it. In every country, for it to survive, it takes a lot of youth to do that. So please, no matter what you do, ensure that they do not hand over to their children. Let Nigeria belong to Nigerians so that the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Idea Honorable Aisha Yusuf. Honorable Aisha Yusuf is she's known as a political activist, and also she is a co-founder of Bring Back Chibok Girls movement, and she's been a voice to many Nigerians, in fact, to all of us. She's representing every one of us. every Nigerian, both young and old, a voice to the people, and that voice must keep going. That voice must keep sounding, and that's the kind of voice we want to hear. Thank you very much, dear Honorable Aisha Yusuf. It's good to have you. It's good to be on the same table with you tonight. That's just it. You see, when you have a country where the people who seems to have been ruling the country right from the independence are the same people recycling themselves into the office, over and over again. When you put a snake will always be a snake. A snake cannot give birth to a rat. And so for this reason, it is time to rise up to this occasion. It is time for us to be what we think our country should be, our desire. And many of us want to return home and say, okay, this is our home. We want to be proud of our country. I'm a proud Nigerian anywhere I find myself, and I will always be proud of my country. Nigeria is my country. The passport I'm holding is Nigerian passport. And if I had any other passport to it, it will not change the fact that I'm a Nigerian. So I urge every Nigerian in diaspora, and to those who are representing Nigerians in diaspora, it is time to tell your neighbor, your friends, the Nigerians, that is a new dawn. A new thing is about to happen. And with ADC, and the ADC-DN, we can do it. I believe that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Aisha Yusuf. I know I probably will still be much around with us because we want you to enjoy tonight's program to the full. The next person on my list is I want to bring on board Dr. Honorable George Ashiru. Honorable George Ashiru, are you in the building?
Good afternoon or good evening.
Yes, he is. Mm-hmm.
I am here, right here. Thank you very much.
Go on, sir. It's good to have you, sir, Honorable George. I would want to quickly do something. All of you have come to this program. You are all looking elegant. Even when people are looking at you, of age, you are still looking under 16. You are competing with us who are still under there. So I'm just seeing myself as if we are mates now, because looking at you, forget the fact that you have a white beard. The youth is always a youth. So a soldier is always a soldier. So it's good to see you. The way you're standing, I feel like going to change my clothes so that I can look more like a youth. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have on the screen tonight again, Honorable George Ashiru. The mic is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. My name again is George Ashiru. I'm the chairman of ADC Lagos State, and it's my pleasure to be here. Let me also stand on the protocols, even though I must give all honor to the former Minister of State that shared with us his experiences while in government, and our sister, who's also very passionate about how to make a transformed Nigeria and get to where we are supposed to go. I had an experience 35 years ago when I was a veritable youth. I got a chance to meet Nelson Mandela when he came to Nigeria in May. That was the first visit he had after being released from prison. Fortunately, I was one of the youth that was invited to meet with him, because prior to that, I had represented Nigeria in so many different areas in sports and entertainment. And in listening to Mandela speak on that day at the University of Lagos, I realized one very important thing, which is this: without patriotism, it is difficult to want to fix a nation. If Mandela was not thoroughly committed to the idea of fighting for his people, if he wasn't ready to die for his nation, if he wasn't ready to go to prison for 27 years so that the young Black South Africans will get a chance to lead and to rule their nation, they would not be free today and ruling South Africa. I learned that from the speech that he gave from his heart, which is, Patriotism, the love for the people, the love for your nation drives everything that you do. And I think one of the challenges we have that I observe all the time is until all of us show passion for Nigeria as a nation, until you see, soldiers have to die for this country. So they have no choice but to be patriotic. Those of us who were former athletes, you know, I was an African Games champion for this country 38 years ago. So we had to go and carry Nigeria's flag. So patriotism came natural to us. And so you see so many people representing this country know the importance of patriotism. Now, one of the things that ADC can do is be the voice that brings Nigerians together again. I was muted by error. There are over 160 million Nigerians under the age of 35, 70% of the population. And the over 42 million of them are under the age of 15. We do not have enough employment opportunities for them going forward. We do not have enough industries to guarantee that when they get of age, they'll be able to create and sustain their families. So what do you get? You get a lot of unemployed youths who are going to be attracted to everything that we don't like. They will be attracted to crime. We now have to spend more money to protect the country from young criminals. The same money we should have spent educating them, empowering them, making them employable. So quite a lot of the issues we have in governance, in prioritization, we are not prioritizing enough of the young people. We do not invest enough in them the way China has invested in its own youth, the way India have invested in their youth, the way European nations have invested in their youth, preparing them to take charge and take control of their nations. And if you don't skill them well now, what would happen is you will be afraid to leave the country to them because you know they're not prepared. We know quite a lot of parents that once they are about to go, they are afraid to hand over their businesses to their children because their children are not skilled enough to be able to handle this kind of businesses and the pressures that come with it. So I think one of the things we need to do in the party is to begin not just doing this summit like this, to begin to have a mentorship process. In ADC Lagos State, we came up with the ADC Global Leadership Academy about 2 years ago. The idea is bringing people together, young people together, and begin to mentor them in leadership, teaching them and training them how to govern, making sure that they are not making the mistakes that we have made when we were younger, preparing them to rule this nation, to control our resources, and to equitably share those things. And I think that's one of the things we need to do beyond the speaking is the planning. We need to have a proper ADC plan for the youth, because once they hear we have a plan, it will engage them. They will vote ADC because we have a strategic plan for the youth. I would like to ask us to use this opportunity to come together with all the things we need to do to engage young people, ensuring that the moment that they become of age, they are prepared to lead the nation. They are prepared in the area of economy, in the area of sports, in the area of entertainment, in the area of agriculture, and all of the areas, the sectors of our economy. If we do not prepare them, even if we put them in office, they will fail simply because they were not prepared, they were not trained, there was no public policy guiding their development. And you see, in any business, any group of people you put in power that are not prepared, they will fail. And that's what we have seen in leadership so far in the governance of this nation. Quite a lot of people are elected into office, but they were not prepared for the role in which they were elected to. Nigeria is the only nation where a graduate of Yoruba was made a minister of power, you know, without any congruity between their skill set and the responsibility given to them. So we need to stop the politicization of professionalism and begin to think of engaging the right people in the right places. And it must start with ADC creating a strategic youth policy that we can then give as our legacy to this nation, Nigeria. And I hope this summit is the first that we can use. And in Lagos State ADC, we're very, very happy to be the guinea pig where you can use all of the various youth in Lagos, over 16 million youths, and about 2-3 billion of them are voting age. If you give us such a template, we'll begin to implement it and make sure that Nigeria works very well. Thank you very much. I do not want to exceed the time you've given me.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you very much.
Powerful.
That's powerful. Thank you very much, my dear Chairman, Lagos State, ADC Chairman, Lagos State. It's good to see you, sir. It's good to see you, honestly.
Thank you.
And one of the things that really touched me in all you have said and the things you've pointed out is the part where you have to begin to go out to the streets and to bring the young youth, to empower them.
That's
to
right.
stand up, to become, to take up the leadership skills. You see, administration, leadership is one of the key thing that can keep any organization or a nation together. And until we start to get these things right, until we start to channel people into the right direction, we still be very, very far away from the reality. And that's why, for what you have just said now, you have just given me an assignment. I am from Oyo State, and I'm proud to be from Oyo State, and I'm going to do the same in Oyo State. I'm going to kick that out anytime soon, because I've started doing empowering, teaching people skills and all of that here and every year. So I'm going to add that to what I do, so that together we can pull our dear nation Nigeria together. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman, ADC Lagos State. It's good to have you, and it's good to hear your voice.
Very
and
much.
For what you have said tonight, you have unlocked some potentials in us, and not just only me, to everyone who are here listening. It's good to have you. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Thank you. Yes, and a very quick one is, if you are joining, once you're joining this the Zoom meeting, please kindly mute yourself, because it's not very, very sweet when we start to hear voices or hear other voice on the background, and when someone is talking, is a kind of it's kind of distinct. So please, if you're not talking, kindly mute yourself, so that we can have, because this is being recorded, and everything we do here will be well presented to the people at the top. Thank you so much, my dear Chairman. It's good to have you. I would like to connect with you, and anytime I touch down Nigeria, I will come to you, to your base, so that you can give me some nuggets, and that I will take to Oyo State to do my own thing, and to help with the hands of the support of the ADC to put the strength together. Thank you so much. I am grateful. All right, we'll go to the next person. Very quick one. I would like to have Dr. Moses Paul. Is Dr. Moses Paul in the building, please? Dr. Moses Paul. All right, if he's not here yet,
yes,
can we join?
I don't think.
Is he here?
No, he's not.
He's not here.
Yes. So.
All right. Very quick one. We'd like to have, if Dr. Inua Samson Ariko is there. Dr. Inua. Is he here also?
I think.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Samson is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Dr. Inua Samson Ariko. I'm originally from Kachia, that's from Kaduna State, Kachia local government. I've been living in Ukraine for the past 38 years before the onset of the war in Ukraine. I'm a pharmacist. I'm an agri-engineer, and I've been a consultant in farming in Ukraine for the past 29 years. I have 5 breeder farms there, and we work in agriculture, and I'm a specialist in agriculture. I travel to other parts of Africa to work with specialists in agriculture, but I've never worked in Nigeria. I think it's time to come back and work with our youth, if with the chance given, to support them, and so that we'll be able to do some things that we've been doing in other parts of the world. Thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to speak in this forum of ADC. And as you said earlier, ADC is the new dawn. And I appreciate the other speakers from Lagos and then Aisha. Honorable Aisha, is the first time seeing you live on on the screen. Thanks. Been following all of you all this time. So happy to having you today. Thanks for the time given to me to speak on this forum. I hope we do something on this regard. Thank you so much.
All right.
I'm currently based in Ireland now.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Moses, Honorable Dr. Moses.
Dr. Inua, sorry.
Inua.
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Inua,
Yes.
Samson. Thank you so much. Sorry.
Yes.
You are such a strong man. You've been in a place where there is so much crisis, war,
Yes.
not just crisis, and then you do farming and all of that.
Yes, I have 5 breeder farms in Ukraine and
in Ukraine.
Yeah, we can do. And one thing with Nigerians, love us. We can do anything. I'm the only black African in the whole Eastern Europe with such farms, and we do things that other people in Europe they don't do those things. Very interesting things. So one would be love to. We'll be doing them in other parts of Africa, but I would love to bring what we're doing to Nigeria
Thank you.
when the time comes.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Dr. Inoa. It will be great to connect with you, and to all the youth here would like to connect with you as well. I'm very, very sure, so that with you, we all need all manner of foods in Nigeria, and with ADC, if we put all these resources, these powerful men together, and everybody is doing what they need to do, the economy of Nigeria will take a new shape. All right. So thank you very much. And we're so glad that you are still pretty much, God has saved you, God has preserved you in the face of all the challenges you've been through. And it's good to have you to be part of us on the ADC, not just ADC-DN, but ADC as in general. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are moving forward, we are progressing, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I don't know if any one of us or both of us who are here, are you enjoying this conversation tonight? Are you enjoying what you're seeing tonight? If Dr. Moses is not here, we'd like to go into the next item, the next agenda on this program. Again, it is now open for maybe quite a lot of us to have this conversation, and especially the youths who has actually called us together. All right, so tonight we're going to be having a thematic dialogue. It's a thematic dialogue season. All right. Do we have I know we have Honorable Solomon Edgar in the building. Is he in the building?
Yes. ADC-DN youth leader.
ADC-DN youth leader. Yeah. ADC-DN youth leader, Honorable Solomon Edgar.
My pleasure, sir. Can we all hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right.
Let's have your video too, Solomon.
I'm trying to open it, but I think the permission is okay. Yes.
It's on your side, Honorable Mark.
Okay, let me check. I think it works now.
Yes, it works now.
Beautiful.
My pleasure, everybody. All protocols duly observed. I'm Solomon Edgar Egilse Solomon. I'm the ADC-DN youth leader. And I want to thank everyone for giving ADC and everyone involved for giving the youth a platform. ADC is one of the political parties that the youth is a fundamental block in the political structure of the party. So I've been in ADC since 2023, and it's been not just about electioneering, but a transformative process. So I want to thank everybody who is involved. I will briefly talk about what we are doing. I want to also thank the earlier speakers who have spoken to us. On my own part, I would talk on the practicalities and the strategies that we are doing in the ADC-DN. I would run through all of them and how we would implement it hands-on. On the ADC-DN, one of the core strategies that we are doing is mobilization of youth engagement. So we are collaborating with those youth in the diaspora all over the world and the youths in Nigeria to ensure that we create an environment where youth can thrive, and most importantly, enhance our goal in unifying the country and pushing forward in leadership. So the point is, we're more than just it's enough of using youths as dogs and using us as a tool in politics, but we're active leaders. So what our ADC-DN youth wing is involving the youths and collaborating with it. So for example, in December, we'll have certain outreaches. So personally on the ADC-DN, operating classes, so AI classes, we're going to have university debates. So it's going to be very interesting. So we'll actually go to the universities and say, look, let's interact on an intellectual level. So it's more than just, because a lot of people say, okay, the youth, we are just more of the strength. We're just activists. But we're not just going to just be activists per se or physical strength, but we're using our strength with knowledge. So that is what we are, that's the frontier that we are pushing. So there will also be leadership classes between the ages for youth between the ages of 18 to 40. And we're also going to engage young entrepreneurship. So it's not, so the point that I want us to look at it, I'm speaking from the heart now, it's more than just elections as an ADC, but it's a transformation journey. So that's what the ADC-DN chapter, this is what we are up to. We can see the sheer evil that's happening right now in the country. It breaks my heart. And we as ADC-DN will be representatives of unity. So we are technical savvy. We understand how the social media works. So we're going to create a pan-Nigerian campaign to unify the country using social media. So we are going to push for these strategies. And lastly, just before I conclude, I want us to please put in our prayers the 25 girls who were kidnapped in Kebbi, and also the over 100 people who were kidnapped in Niger State as well. I want us to keep that in our prayers. And also our fallen hero, Brigadier General Musa Uba. We have to pray that God grants him, perfect peace. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, really. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Solomon. Nice. Nice.
Nice one, Solomon. Solomon is good to have you on board. Yeah, it's good to see your handsome face. Honestly, I would love to be part of what you're doing. I reside here in United Kingdom, Scotland precisely, and would like to be included in whatever you're doing, moving around the schools. Just let us know when you take up your activities, because is a matter of inclusiveness. So, and if we must do anything, if we must change the nation, it has to be intentional. We have to be committed to what we said we want to do, We have to be serious about it, and we have to go about. We have to chase it, and we have to catch it, and we have to lift it up. The nation is bleeding at the moment, and we need a lot of therapy. So for us in diaspora, as a member of ADC, we still need more. We need more youths. We need to buy the mind of the youths by talking the right thing into them and bringing them on board so that we can together go over to Nigeria and change what needs to be changed. And also, I was also among the people who have always been campaigning about we in diaspora to go back home. Let's be part of the government. Let's be part of the changing team. It's important for us. It's very, very important. So it's a challenge to many youths in diaspora. Are you going to watch Nigeria the way it is? Are you going to fold your hands? Are you just going to sit down comfortably and pretend as if nothing is happening? Listen, Nigeria remains our country. If you're holding any passport outside Nigeria, you are a second-class citizen. The first-class citizen you are is your Nigeria, where you come, your roots, our roots, where we belong. We belong to Nigeria. And as for Nigeria, is a new dawn. Is a new dawn. Thank you very much, Honorable Solomon Ega. It's good to have you. That's the youth leader, ADC-DN. And the next person would be Balarabe Rufai, the ADC National Youth Leader. Is she there?
Yes,
is he there, Balarabe?
Yes, he's here. Honorable Balarabe, you can unmute now and also open your video. Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I would like to stand on the existing protocols, but I will definitely have to recognize my boss, the former Minister of State Education, because we are talking about empowerment. There is no stronger empowerment than giving the youth education, children and the youth. And during his tenure, that what he has done, the youths of this country would never forget him. However, my colleague, the youth leader in the DA, I'm very happy with their initiatives, IT-driven initiative. Definitely, this has not come as a surprise to the ADC. Having this very strong diaspora arm, because ADC is a continental party. It's not only a party for Nigeria, it's a party for Africa, and by God's grace, it will be the party of the world. A lot of things have been said that has to do with the provisions that have been provided by the ADC for the youth, with the 35% and the 35% for women, both elective and non-elective. So I'm not going to talk about that. The only thing I want to emphasize is the motto of the ADC, which is citizens first, the welfare of the citizens, the welfare of the nation. All the objectives, and the aim of the ADC is built out of this, having the citizens to be the priority. So my job as a youth leader is a very complicated one. We have a country where the youth are looking up at what the elders are doing. And what our elders are doing is not anything to come home by. It is a very shameful situation. And most of our youth are trying to emulate. Most of our youth want to be in politics because they want to become rich. because they want to, be competitive in their own communities where they have come from. So my main objective now as a youth leader is to try to have a mindset. We must change the mind of our youth. We must make sure our youth understand what democracy is all about, what politics is all about. It's not about having government office to make money. It's not about having government office, yes, for selfish interest. In doing that, I have come to realize that our leadership recruitment process is faulty. The notion that the youths are not in governance, that the youths have not been given the opportunity, that the all leaders have been recycling themselves. When you look at it critically, you'll find out that that is not the situation. We have a lot of youths, in governance, in leadership positions, but the way and manner those youths are recruited is in a very selfish manner, whereby the godfathers make sure that they have their puppets in that positions. Look at most of the House of Assembly members in various states. Look at most of the House of Representative members, and even to a larger extent, local government chairmen. So it is the leadership recruitment process that is faulty, being done by, favoritism, based on godfatherism and all that. So what we are trying to do now is we are trying to change that mindset. Yes. Secondly, our inter-party politics is also faulty. Look at the way we are coming up with our leaders through delegate process. Most of these delegates are not people with integrity in their societies. They are seen as people that are just in politics to make money. So our inter-party politicking must change. That is why in the ADC, we have a system whereby our membership card, which is ongoing now, is a card that you cannot even process it unless you have your voter card registration. So it is through that we are hoping that our primaries that will come up with our leaders will be transparent, will give people opportunity to actually choose the leaders that are good to be there. Secondly, as it is now, the ADC is the only opposition party in Nigeria. The ADC is not only a party, but rather it's a hope. It's a beacon of hope for Nigerians. So the ADC has revived the hope of Nigerians that democracy, our nascent democracy, can still survive. Because what this government is trying to do, the present administration is trying to make Nigeria on party state. So the ADC is the only hope. And all well-meaning Nigerians want to identify with the ADC. Most especially that the present administration insists in coercing people into their party, or rather bribing them into their party. From what we what we are hearing is that governors are decamping. Before they decamp, they negotiate with the government how much they are going to be given. So it's any other decampee. They are giving huge amounts of money. That is why you cannot explain this, unwanted borrowing of government. This year alone, this government has borrowed about 17 trillion naira, and now have sent a message to the House that they should give them permission for another $2.5 billion, making it about 20 trillion just within this year. And you cannot say where the money is going. So we are beginning to add 2 by 2 to.
All right. I think it's network. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Okay, he's still there. Wally. Go ahead.
So thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. But my last message is there is no any essence that we are in the ADC and we are not going to do things differently. If we will be in the ADC and we will continue the business as usual, then there is no essence. So we have to embark on serious installation on inter-party politics about what is democracy itself, about civic education, so that we can make our citizens to be consciously effective, so that they will know they will never have it their own way until when they are ready to scrutinize government, when they are ready to say no, when the government have gone the other way around, when they are ready to protest when the government have taken wrong policies on them, most especially like this unhuman taxation that this government is doing. So the citizen must sit up. Democracy, as we have the legislatures, we have the executives, we have the judiciary, we have the press, we have this. So is the part of democracy for citizens to say no to the government, most especially when that government is not doing right. So we are preparing our youth wing to be consciously effective, so that we'll begin to say no to these bad policies of this administration. And even if we form government, we will not just fold our arms and see those that we elect into power going the other way around. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable
Wonderful.
Balarabi Rufai. That's a wonderful one. You will agree with me and as well with the ADC, the chairman ADC, Lagos State, and in the person of our dear brother, Dr. George Ashiru, who just push forth what it calls leadership training. There's a lot, you would agree with me, there's a lot we need to do with the youths of Nigeria, and both home and abroad. We need to give a better orientation. And in doing that, you would have to prepare yourself. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be a reflection of a kind of a mirror of yourself, telling people this is the right thing to do. So there's a lot of orientation that needs to put into place to channel the heart of the youths, the young ones, back into the right track. It seems like a lot of people are just off track. Everybody's just everywhere looking for just one way to survive, forgetting that the future is what will keep you going. And my prayer is that we will not begin to sow a seed that will make us to cry or weep in our last age, because a lot of people are already sowing a very, very bad seed that they will eventually harvest when it will become like a pension to them when they grow up. And I pray that with the ADC, the youths in the ADC, and collectively with the strong body of the ADC, both home and abroad, both in DN and in Nigeria as a whole, we'll be able to start to go out there and giving a better orientation. I believe so much in this party. I trust this party. I trust the structure that is being, that is being put into place. We need to do more. It's a pointer that we need to do more seriously. And before I bring the next person on, because we are going to be having 2 minutes of a pitch speech. Okay. Now, before that, I'd like to hear the voice of our dear Honorable Raquel Bosse Adamu. Honorable Ma, are you there? Can we quickly hear you? Just say something to these wonderful, amazing youths who are here on board. Can we hear from you? You are a mother. You've had your children, you've trained many children, neighbors and friends have known you. You are an experienced mother. So can we just have you say one or two things in 2 minutes to the youths who are presently and to every one of us who are presently here? Are you here, Honorable Raquel Bose Adamu? Are you there?
Yes, Honorable Bosse, you unmute your phone and your video if possible, and let's hear you. Okay. Yeah, Bosse is here now. Unmute the voice, unmute the, aha. Bosse, we still can't hear you. There you go.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Bosse Reila Adamu, Deputy Chairman of ADC-DN Network. Good evening, distinguished ladies, youth, representative of all our participants. On behalf of ADC Diaspora Network, I want to welcome every one of you to this Youth Summit. Thank you for taking your time to join us today. The summit is an opportunity for our youth to connect, share ideas, discuss the challenges and possibilities before us. Your presence shows your commitment, your passion, and your readiness to contribute to the political growth of our great party. We appreciate your participation, your energy, and your willingness to work together towards a stronger, more united ADC. Thank you for being here. And once again, you are all warmly welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Powerful.
Honorable Bosse. That's powerful.
The mother
Always
of
smiling.
Yeah.
That's one is the one that triggers me a lot. You're smiling and it's telling us, look, we can do it. That smile is a message to everyone. And thank you so much. That's a wonderful one. And also to everyone who have joined us after we started this summit. We welcome you. We do not belittle any one of you. Thank you for coming. I know one or two things have held you down not to come on time, but at the same time, we just have to start. We're not going to be doing African time. And if we have the presence of the Honorable Justice in the building, we welcome you, sir. We will not take that out from you. We welcome your presence, and to many other distinguished ladies and gentlemen who have just joined the meeting in the middle or right now. Thank you for coming, and I hope you are enjoying this beautiful conversation and beautiful teaching that we are taking home. All right, now I want to give the mic to Honorable Obaro Oloho, the ADC National Youth Leader. She's a female. Please, if you're there, kindly unmute yourself, take the mic, and let's see your beautiful face. Honorable Obaro, are you there? Are you there? She's not there.
Okay, I think she's not here. That should be the female youth leader, Honorable Obaro, but she's not here. So let's go ahead. Yes, we can look at that. So go ahead with the other speakers.
All right. We'd like to have Honorable Dr. Abud Malik. Abud Malik is the ADC Voice Worldwide Youth Leader. Abdul Malik, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. Please come on. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm live on air. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Yes, loud and clear.
Good evening, everyone. Standing on the existing protocols, distinguished leaders, honored guests, and my fellow Nigerians, I must recognize my leader, Honorable Chukwuemeka Uwajuba, former Minister of Education and 2019 to 2022, Chairman Board of Trustees, State Fund, 2017 to 2019, and then former member House of Representatives, 1999 to 2003. Today, we gathered not just for a program, but for a purpose, to ignite a movement that will redefine the destiny of our nation. We meet at a time when Nigeria stands at a crossroad, burdened by insecurity, economic hardship, and weakened trust in leadership. But I believe deeply that in every crisis, there is an opportunity, and that opportunity lies in the power, the energy, and the imagination of the Nigerian youths. Across the country and in the diaspora, young people are demanding new kind of leadership, one built on integrity, innovation, and national interest. We no longer content with being passengers in Nigerians' journey. We are stepping forward as drivers of change, bold enough to speak the truth, courageous enough to prosper solution, and united enough to transform our frustration into action. This is the spirit of ADC Diaspora Voice Worldwide, a platform where youths are not just inspired, they are equipped, not just included, but empowered, not just present, but prepared to lead. We must use technology not only to express our anger, but to educate, mobilize, organize, and hold leadership accountable without violence, without bitterness, but with clarity, facts, and patriotic purpose. This is true political maturity. Nigeria will not change by accident. It will change because young people decide that enough is enough. Enough insecurity, enough mismanagement, enough lost potential. It will change because we choose unity over division, innovation over stagnation, and courage over silence. As we step into 2026, we must be informed, be involved, and be intentional about the future of our zone and our nation. Politics is not for them, it is for us. Leadership is not for selected few. It is for everyone ready to serve with integrity, courage, and vision. The future of Nigeria is no longer ahead of us. It is in our hand. We are the generation destined to rebuild this nation, restore its integrity, and rewrite its story. Let us rise together with determination, discipline, and with unshakable belief that Nigeria can and will become a nation we are proud to hand over to our next generation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Wow.
very much. That's powerful. That's powerful.
Strong.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Abdul Malik. Nice.
Thank you, Abdul Malik. That's powerful, and yes, you deserve to drink that water. It's important.
Thank you, Abdul Malik. That was terrific.
I haven't delivered that powerful speech. Yes.
Terrific.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Dr. Abdul Malik. Yes, it's good to have you, say all this. Honestly, I have said this, and I will not stop saying it until the needful is done. Over the years, Nigeria has never had absolute leadership. I am saying this, that I, Reverend Honorable Adebowale Aderigwe, boldly said Nigerian for decades have not had absolute leadership. All we've had in the past were rulers. There's a difference between a ruler and a leader.
And a leader.
A ruler is an oppressor. A ruler speaks and no one can object it. But a leader serves. A leader is a team player. A leader is that one that will not see him or herself as a superior, but he will be in the team doing the needful. A leader is a chief servant. A leader is never proud, is never coming up with ego. A leader is that one that is down to health, that is ready to serve. Nigeria has been under the oppressors, which are the rulers. It is time to change that narrative. With you, with me, and with many others that will be having conversation about ADC or changing this narrative, we can. Yes, we can. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sitting down. Please do not just sit down. Please get yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself a cup of water, if possible, some snacks. All this costs at your own pockets. We'll be very glad that you get something to drink. Relax yourself. It is not a war front. It is a time to do the needful. We are taking a bold step to change what needs to be changed. And that needs to be changed will be changed. It will be our collective effort to do all of this together. I am grateful that you're here. I'm so pleased that you're here with us. If you do not have the opportunity to have the microphone, know you fully have that we had you. Another time is coming that you're going to be given opportunity to say something. But before we go, we're going to be asking some questions from most of our speakers, especially from the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Honorable Barrister Chukwuemeka Nwajuba. That name speaks volume. Nwa Ji Uba in Igbo language means a child that holds a lot of wealth, a lot of things, you know. So, and also from Dr. Ashiru as well. We're going to be having a few questions before we draw the curtain for tonight. But before we proceed, I'd like to give the mic again to dear brother Mike Godwin. Mike Godwin has been tirelessly, you know, he wants this program to hold. The other time we were together on TikTok, you know, so many questions were pushing across to us. Thank God we are loaded. Thank God we know what ADC is all about. Otherwise, we'll have been giving kick off brand. You know, there are some people, they strategically throw some people to come and be distracting the program, but we were able to stand our ground. So, Honorable Mark Godwin, Iwajunwa, you are here and you've been doing a wonderful job. You've been encouraging so many of us. Maybe we'll have opened the door and exit ourselves from ADC, but you said no. We will stand strong together. We will do it. Honorable Mark Godwin, Iwajunwa, please let's hear your input before I give the next person the microphone.
Well, it's not about input. It's about the program going on. Meanwhile, let's tell the people, members here, the Honorable Minister, the Honorable Diaspora Coordinator, ADC, is around, and that's His Excellency Solomon Dalong. So,
Wow.
Solomon Dalong, if you're here, I think you can unmute and open the video too. Wale, you're doing a good job. I don't have anything much to say, but to also hear from the youth. The youth is why we're here. And even though we're still in that age bracket, but we want to hear from them. So let's move on with the other speakers. Let's move on with.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, since we have our leader here, the Honorable Minister H.A. Solomon Dalong is in the building. It's good to have you here. I've been longing to see you. I've been longing to see your face. I've been longing to have you on the camera right here in this our own studio. Yes, it's our studio because this Zoom page is being paid for. So it's our studio for tonight. So dear Honorable Minister H.A. Solomon Dalong, it's good to have you here. Please, if you are in the building, please quickly let's hear your voice and let's see you encourage the use of the ADC-DN and ADC Nigeria as in the whole. Please, if you are here, please kindly unmute yourself. The mic is yours, sir. Honorable Minister, sir.
Maybe he hasn't come in. It's okay. Go ahead with the other speakers.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Yes. The next person that I'll be handing the mic to, and I want her to come side by side with me on this screen, is Dr. Josephine. Dr. Josephine, Ogene Kube, if I'm not going to murder your name, please permit me. Ogufere. She's an author and a publisher and an educator. So, Dr. Josephine, are you in the building? Oh, beautiful.
Yes. Greetings, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. It's an honor to actually come as a young person in the midst of my great leaders. It's an honor. I just want to say it's an honor. All right. So I'm my name, you actually got the pronunciation a bit correct, but I'll just say my name just the way it is. My name is Josephine Ogenekere Ogufere. I'm an author, I'm a documentary creator, and most importantly, I'm an educator. All right, so I set up, I'm the founder of the African Writers Tribe and also the Intentional African Leader. I set up the Intentional African Leader for one purpose, which is to combine leadership, literature, and legacy. Because I believe that once we are readers, a reader is a leader and a leader is a reader. So we say it this way, readers are leaders and leaders are readers. I've been able to raise over 1,000 children to actually read. And then I've been able to help young people as well to write, publish, and sell their stories. I believe that Nigeria belongs to the 60% young people that exist. And the reason is because all the leaders of the past have done a great job. They've done a phenomenal job. I'm excited about the fact that somehow this party is giving opportunity to young people to actually take their place in leadership. I believe that the young ones have, stayed behind the background for so long. I believe we've sat on the fence for so long, but it's actually time for us to begin to take responsibility in terms of leadership. I'm super excited because I get to meet Aisha, Honorable Aisha. It's an honor to meet you. I'm also excited about the fact that women are included in the party, because I believe at no other time should women actually take leadership position than this time that we are. So one of the things I believe we can work on as a party is to make sure that we encourage the youth. Young people need encouragement, because in as much as we want them involved, we need to keep encouraging them. So I like the fact that I can't remember who it was that talked about the farming. He was doing farming, but then he's going to come to Nigeria. Farming is one aspect that is very needful. And now, if we want to actually raise the next generation of people, it means that we need to cultivate. We need to go through the process of cultivation. Now, cultivation farming, what are we cultivating? Words. Words are the singular powerful tools that can actually make or mar any economy. So if we begin to allow these kids understand who they are, first of all, and then you understand who you are when you become literate. And literacy is not just you going to school, it's your ability to take a book and read a book, understand it, and apply the things that are in the book. So the initiative I've set up for a long time has actually been getting better by the day. We are actually currently in Lagos, Nigeria. We're doing the 1 million readers campaign. Why are we doing this? The more we expose the youth to information about who they are, the more we motivate them to see themselves as leaders, the more they'll be interested in the leadership of Nigeria. And when young people begin to lead Nigeria, I believe that we would have a 360-degree transformation. And so our work basically is to help them to make sure they understand, first of all, who they are. When you read, you know who you are. When you understand, you are able to exercise who you are. And when you exercise who you are and you're given a leadership position, you will solve problems. You will build Nigeria. And that's basically what I and my team are working on. And by God's grace, I believe the party would create an enabling environment for young people like us, for women like us to actually take leadership position. We're tired of actually sitting on the fence, but we want to be guided. We want you to show us the way. As young people, we want you to show us and say, we want you to also hold us by the hand and say, it's okay to take the leadership position because we're here to back you. Thank you very much for the honor of having to speak with everyone. Thank you so much for the coordinator, the people that put this youth program together. It's an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Josephine. Dr. Josephine, please still be on that screen before we let you go. You know, the interesting part of it is this. Education. Information is power. And if you want someone to change, you must constantly, persistently, continually, deliberately, intentionally keep talking. Let there be no time that you keep quiet over certain things that you need to change. So if you must get a better result of anything, you must talk. And in talking, you'll be able to navigate to the next results on how to do things. Thank you so much for what you're doing already in Lagos State. And we want you to extend it to many other states. We in diaspora, and especially people like me and Mark Godwin and Honorable Bosse, would like to work closely to you and also with its Lagos State chairman and to other people. I come to Nigeria time to time. I've been to Nigeria twice this year. All right, I just returned, and we had over 400 people trained in Oyo State, being a saying with skilled work. And we're not going to stop. We're going to add all of these things together. And we'd like to work with you. We want to increase the strength that we give out to the society. All right. So I can see you already have. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay.
We'd like to get a copy. We will patronize you. We'd like to get a copy. Yes, we'd like to get a copy with that. So this is a way to go, Dr. Josephine. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Though is your language, though. We appreciate you. I speak close to about 6 Nigerian languages, so you can say I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba man. I speak Igbo. I speak Yoruba. I speak Ibibio. I speak a bit of Nupe and some other languages. So I'm a proud Nigerian anywhere. If I go to any place, I will speak the language that I understand in that place. So we are Nigerians and we are able, I maintain. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much, Dr. Josephine. Please know it fully well. I'm buying one of your books. I will patronize you. I'm not going to buy it just for myself. I'm going to buy for some set of youths, at least, if not to about 10 copies of your books to be given out to some of my youths that I have adopted, and I'm putting them into schools. So please, we'll get in touch. Thank you so much for that wonderful speech. All right, the next person is going to be Honorable Basir. No, Musa. Honorable Basir, no. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Please.
Yes, he's here. Yes. So,
Please
Honorable Bashir, you can unmute open up your screen. camera.
Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me now?
Yeah, we're with you. We're with you.
So, good evening.
Welcome.
I'm very happy to be part of this program at the first time and first day. My name is Bashir Musa from Kano. I have 2 to 3 points to highlight, in which many of them have been said, but a little bit I'm going to review some. First of all, talking about the politics and the politics that is the forthcoming election. As a youth, I am so encouraged for the inclusivity of youth. Almost 35% have given to youth. 35% also are given to women, and also those with special needs are also included. This can be an encouragement and a motivation to the women and the youth and those with special needs. Therefore, there are ways for us now to adopt as just to be a strategy to guarantee the victory of 2027 election. One, we need to go for mobilization. Secondly, as I've mentioned, the issue of inclusivity still need to be one of the very essential things for the ADC generally. And everyone is an ambassador. From where you are, from whatever side you are an ambassador. Try to communicate with your friends, the family. That means this can simply be part of the grassroots mobilization. Try to communicate with them, your friends, your family. From there, we can go to the head of the battle. So this is a little I can say. I'm so appreciative for giving me this time.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Honorable Basil. No, yes, you have sent us a message. You have sent out on errand. So we will consciously and do the needful, just like Dr. Josephine have just said to us. Well done. We can see you really projecting from Kano. Well done, sir. Inaoni. Yeah. So well done for coming. We appreciate you. So at this point, we are gradually getting closer and closer and closer. The next person to come on screen is Honorable Adisa Musa Shehu. Honorable Adisa Musa Shehu is a girl child activist. She's an advocate, or she's a voice to the girl child. So if she's here, please kindly come onto the camera and the mic is yours. Lisa, are you there? All right, if she's not here, we'll go to the next person, and the next person is Gandu Naomi Wilson. Naomi Wilson.
Yeah, yes, Naomi.
Hello.
Naomi, yeah, she's here.
All right. Naomi, please come on camera, please. Thank you.
Good day, my distinguished guests, respected leaders, and my fellow students and participants. Thank you so much for this opportunity and to speak at this important political summit. I am Gandu Naomi Wilson, a student at the University of Abuja. As a student and a young Nigerian, I believe deeply in the future of our nation and the role we youth must play in it. Our responsibilities go beyond personal ambitions. We are called to participate actively in civic life, contribute solutions, challenge harmful systems, and uphold the values that sustain democracy. But we cannot ignore the realities around us. We continue to suffer from the consequences of bad governments, such as insecurity affecting our schools and social environments. It limits opportunities and threatens the fabric of the society that should support growth and development. I call upon young people to rise above discouragement by participating, challenging broken systems, and standing for democratic values. We aim at empowering youth with knowledge on political organizing and party building, build ADC-aligned structures within schools, institutions, and youth-dominated social spaces, develop a youth electoral blueprint, promote political education to increase ADC visibility. As we move forward, I urge us to remain focused. The work ahead of us is great, but together we are greater. Thank you once again for the privilege to speak, for believing in the power and potential of the Nigerian youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Naomi, Gandu.
Yes.
Adisa, Naomi, yes, thank you so much. Naomi, thank you so much. It's good
Hello,
to have
sir.
you.
Good day.
Thank you.
I'm Yusuf Al-Kali, ADC Secretary.
No, it's okay.
All right, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Naomi. It's good to have you on the studio. Thank you for this that powerful
Yes. Take note.
submission.
Take note. Adeboale, she's representing the university students.
Oh, wow.
And we're at a time when that aspect of Nigeria, that aspect of students in university, in schools. I mean, you had the news from the papers yesterday. Well, it's a critical time. Students are being discouraged. Now, the federal government had to shut down about 48 schools in some part of the north. So when we have speakers like this representing that sector, we should really encourage them because they are the loose end now. A lot of these students will be home for reasons that shouldn't concern them, reasons that the government should have taken care of, the present government in power. So these are really critical time we're in, Adeboale, but we thank ADC for understanding all of this and making the youth come out to speak, realizing the situation on ground, and also providing solution. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Uncle Mark Godwin. Please don't go away from that. Like, just be where you are from. Can you kindly bring back to me before then? You see, we need to devise a means of engaging some of them who are, who have been sent home. Now we need to look for a way to engage them in doing the needful.
Yes.
Because as this critical time is a very sensitive time that a lot of things is going to be happening around the corner when they are not where they are supposed to be. You know, it's come with a lot of risk, both with the boy child,
girl
a young
child,
student, a guy,
students,
boy, and a
male.
girl child, and all of that. It's a very critical time because number one, it's going to hurt to pressures of their parents, and there's a lot of things going to be going on in the environment
Fear,
when they are supposed
anxiety, depression,
anxiety,
all of this. There will be that
pressures, a lot of dangers that are attached to it. So, and how are we going to get these ones, engaged in doing the meaningful things, powerful conversations, and all of that? And before we go on tonight, if we can have the four-way if we can have the four-way box on this app. And I'd like to bring the Honorable Minister of Education, because this is the area where he's experienced, and all right, he's experienced, and also we'll bring time to bring Naomi. Please don't go back, because we're going to be have some conversation with you very quick, because tonight we want everyone to go home and then know fully well that you make good use of your time you spent on this summit tonight. So please, can we have if the Honorable Minister of Education, in person of Honorable Barrister Chukwuemeka Nwajuba, if you're here, please come on to the screen, so that possibly I would like you to probably ask you some questions or give us some nugget how they can engage some of these students, because you see, it's a very, very sensitive time right now. I sometimes when something is happening, you'll be afraid of yourself. You are not the one that is happening to directly, but at some point, you start to get agitated, because these people back home. They are our loved one. They are our children. They are our students. They are people. They are our futures. They are our tomorrow, our hope of tomorrow. And if they have to go back to the society and where they are not engaged, they're not where they're supposed to be, what is likely going to be their position, their condition, at the moment? So the Honorable Minister, is good to have you again. Now you are now looking, I don't know, you are now looking like Wazobia as a whole now. So the Honorable Minister, sir, please, what advice will you give? Can we have Naomi? Naomi, please come. Can we have Naomi as well? So you can come here, and possibly if you want to ask the Honorable Minister questions, something that you might probably be to share with other fellow students that are around you, that you can reach out to or pass message across. I am going to make sure that I and Honorable Mark Godwin, we will take up the social media. We will engage the social media as much time as we can to, pass information, take cautions about things that happen, so that our children
Let's hear from them. Let's hear from them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Honorable Minister, sir.
Well, thank you very much. We've just clocked 6 o'clock here, and it's been 2 hours on this engagement, which was what I actually planned to. It's a 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock meeting. I have other engagements, but I would wait to hear what specific questions you have. What I gleaned from most of the discussions, and what may then be what you're asking in relation to the students that have been sent home from the federal government colleges and a few of the state colleges that have been shut down, is what do we expect them to be doing at this time?
Yes, sir.
We had similar incidents over the COVID period when I was minister, and we did shut down schools. That was a different kind of shutting down. We weren't under an extensive threat by persons whom I can also classify as fellow youths. Because those people carrying guns and are armed and walking around those schools, you can't do them when you're my age, when you're at 50 plus. You do them when you have the energy to do that and trek long distances in the forests. What you see in Nigeria today is a metastasization of problems that had been created by ill governance. When I was running for governor in 2003, when I left the National Assembly, I pointed out that in 20 years, that there will be children who did not go to school then, who will be doing what they are doing right now. So they have a different sort of training, because they were not attended to in those years. In the years you didn't attend to them, it does not mean they will be learning something other than something that you would want them to learn. So that's what you're seeing, is a manifestation. And so it has metastasized around the country. whether it's in Kwara State, where it seems that they went into a Christian school and we don't know exact numbers, whether it's in Kebbi, because they've done this repeatedly in Kebbi. In Yauri, they went to Federal Government College a few years back. They've repeated it with these 25 girls that they've taken from this college. Now, why are these schools so vulnerable? From the start of Chibok, and if you examine the context in what Chibok abductions were done, which is why a lot of people blamed the government at the time for not taking measures. I did my own enumeration of schools around the country, and I've just done a paper on total number of government schools around and how many of them are rural. Those schools that are rural have a tendency of not having adequate security around them. And they are very, 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 very prone to attacks. And so people find them as the softest target. So each time you see the schools attacked, it just amplifies how vulnerable the country as a country is. Because that's our soft belly. They are the places where you go to the least you meet the least resistance. Young people who have no arms, young girls who can't defend themselves, and is just heart-wrenching. When you keep them at home, we have a couple of problems. We had results from Chibok. We had results from even the days of COVID. Girls cannot continue school if you keep them at home for too long and they expose them. Before you know it, some of them are turning pregnant. Before you know it, it becomes a problem on the street. Young boys who are not their parents had planned this period to be a period when they will be away at work. So there's no care and there's no overview of overseeing them at home. And the nature of a youthful mind is such that it's explorative. And most of these people we're talking about are people who are from 11 through to 17, 18, when your mind is most active and most explorative. So if there is nothing to engage them in the communities, it will be very difficult. I don't think schools in the South are shutting down as much as the schools in the North. But federal government has just done about 48 schools, and the government of Plateau State has shut down schools. Those are places where they believe from the security architecture around them that threats are imminent. It would go well for them to organize extramural classes around children who are around there so that teachers visit them instead of them going to a place. But still, confining students anywhere also brings up the problem of how you safeguard them for the period they are there. It is the same thing if you have them roaming the streets without guidance. So everywhere you look at it, the peculiar circumstance of every environment needs to be factored in your decision making. What we need to then do, and what is important for Nigeria, is to appraise its entire security needs. When we had launched the Safe Schools initiative when I was minister, we had clear templates and guidelines. What has happened again is that most times when you make provisions and you finish talking if you like, you talk from now till thy kingdom come. Nigeria is a country where almost everything that needs to be done, anytime you get a talk shop like this, and when people say, I refuse to come and attend talk shops, I tell them because I need to go to do shops, because there are no doing shops. Everybody talks. And for years, from the time I was in secondary school, I've written that the only problem we have about in Nigeria is not knowing what to do, is the insincerity about doing them. Everybody who's been given an opportunity will find an excuse for why he didn't do, or why a program can't work, or why it's not possible to call, or why he shouldn't do this. And he will tell you whether this person comes from this part of the country, or this is how we do it in this part of the country, as if excellence has tribalism. As if excellence is tribe-based or religion-based. But Nigerians anchor their excuses on everything else. So when we started, I started with care and as a first foundation. And it was accentuated by my brother Ashiru. Ashiru pointed out that what I was actually talking about is patriotism. But if you keep talking about patriotism, people hear it as if you're talking about one motto. It's not motto. It's care. The way you love yourself, the way you love something, love your country. That's what it means. That's what he's. When they say you're a patriot, it's somebody who loves this. It's just that it's a coin name for the one that you do for your country. But reduce it to what it means. You are careless. Nigerians are careless about their country. They're not serious. They will elect leaders. They know. There is no Nigerian who does not know that these people who are defrauding us now will defraud us. They knew it. All they were hoping for was for a part of the largesse, and they didn't get it. So I've been in politics 35 years. I know that Nigerians are lying when they elect an old man, expect him to be hardworking. It's not true. He will not work hard. He does not have it to work hard. They will not elect a young man to office. I came to the House of Representatives at 32. And everybody say, you're a small boy, And everything, when we oppose any bill, they'll tell us, you think only you will change Nigeria. So that attitude has permeated. And that's why I agree with what Balarabe said. It's not true that people are not being given opportunities. Young people are being given opportunities. And Aisha used to also did mention it. But everybody's being given opportunity. But the mindset, go back to the mindset. What is it that people have in mind when they're going into office? Are you coming there that there's no other opportunity but to become a big guy? I have people who I have mentored myself. I mentored them, thought that I was helping them to become somebody. As soon as they got to the state assembly, their own convoy exceeds the convoy of the people that I was pointing out to them that is wrong at the time when I was teaching them. So Nigeria has a problem with his own people and his teachings and how they look at it and what it is that is in their mind. And when you talk like me, they say, you have chopped. You're pretending like you don't do this thing. The idea that my children schooled in Nigeria is always something that people refer to as, hey, he's making guy. People know what is right. What it is problem is that they have not agreed to be serious about their country. Nigerians are not serious about country. Any country that becomes serious about their country, you will have a turnaround. There's no doubt about it. Everything that happens in life happens because people make them happen. Nobody's going to do this for us if we don't do it. And that's why I stopped to engage. I stopped by today to engage with this process because I believe in what we are doing in ADC and how we have navigated into this process. If people are really convinced that they care about their country, if they are patriotic, they are not. The people who will impregnate those girls, if you keep them at home, will be fellow Nigerians. The people who will go to their house to steal will be fellow Nigerians. The people who will go to steal, boggle the school are fellow Nigerians. All of them are youths. All. They are not going to be elders. Nobody causes these problems. The elders are stealing with biro. The people causing the destruction on the floor are the youths. They are the ones who are unmindful. They are the ones who will go and read the votes. They are the ones who will carry the ballot. When Aisha said governance is at the key of this thing, people should listen. It is this, if they make up their mind that they are not, nothing will convince them to collect 100,000. Let us change. Let us go and get the right person. At the APC presidential convention, the people who were laughing at me were young people. And I told them, and each person I see now crying, I'll tell them, serves you right. You collected your $10,000 and that's what you got. So I know for a fact, and this is not a repeat. So we must tackle it. The mindset is where this is. Be patriotic or break it down. Care for yourself, care for your country, care for the place where you live. And stop. You know what is wrong. And each one of us knows that they shouldn't be doing this. But why they do it and what they must do to stop it is what you should be doing. So let's not belabor the point. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Honorable Minister. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. I have a question.
Okay. Yeah, let's make it brief. Let's make it brief. Our time, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well said, Honorable Chukwuemeka, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I would love to ask, sir, you feel so excluded from governance in the country today. How can we have more political influence, and what are ways of reducing unemployment and insecurity in Nigeria as of today?
I will answer
you, sir.
I will answer you directly. Right now, that's what we've crafted with ADC. My commitment, and I'm sure you heard Balarabe and a few other persons who are ADC activists tell you that the commitment we made when we all gathered on the ADC platform is that we will allow everybody who is interested, youth or woman, any type of disability is not allowed in this business. This platform must allow everybody run. Anybody who has the go ahead from his people, from his constituency, whatever the constituency may be, we have to figure out a criteria to make sure that everybody gets their constituency to just agree with them to run. Once they agree with you to run, it does not matter. We will not allow any of the body bags and business. But for the creation of employment, if you look at my work that I did when we were in CPC coming into APC, I drafted the constitution that brought about APC. And in that design, we said, let us have everybody working for the... It is easy to say all the things, all the nice things, and all the work that we did. There are 2,117 abandoned industries in Nigeria. No country like Nigeria has the amount of industries. Every one of you wants to buy the best iPhone, the best of everything. As long as Nigerians can't produce anything and they don't produce a jack, they don't participate in anything. What they want is the best life for everybody, and nobody is working at anything. If that continues, you can't have employment. So if we as a government must retool it. And that was why in the Buhari government, the first executive order was on local content. What happened was civil servants sabotaged that and refused to order locally made materials, even though Innocent and a few others benefited. But if you enforce it such that local production, local foods, every state government, every government house should not serve made in Saudi Arabia tea, should not serve made in, do Lipton, drink Lipton. There's not, it won't kill anybody to drink Highland tea. That's what I drink in my, I like the idea that we must engage, but the only place people can become employed if the economy of the country is able to assimilate the manpower it is producing. At the moment, all the manpower that we are producing, well, the ones that seem good, Oyibo people will just select them and give them visa. They go and start working and cleaning toilets abroad. Then we are left with the ragtag because that's what is remaining here. All, the people who are here are only the ones who can get visa.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Honorable Minister, we will have more engagements with you. Yes, you have so much to say, but let's wrap it up. The event is about time now, so let's wrap it up. Wale, let's go with the two speakers, and thank you very much. Thank you very much, Naomi. Naomi, good one.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
It's good to have you.
All right.
Yes. Our time is fast spent, and to go, we must go to come back again. Right now, we'd like to have a closing remark from the Chief Ambassador Tony Tuklan, the ADC-DN General Secretary. Chief Tony.
Yes, I'm here. Can you? I'm not seeing myself on the screen. Well, I will move ahead.
Yes, unmute you. Open your screen. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Good day, all. I am, as you have heard from the honor of my gentleman friend and moderator, I am Chief Ojodo Ambrose, Ambassador Tony Tuklan, distinguished leaders, members of African Democratic Congress, our esteemed guests, my dear youths. I want to stand on the existing protocol. Thank you for giving me this honor. My prayers and thoughts goes to our fellow Nigerians, innocent Nigerians that have lost their lives to various forms of violence and senseless killings. My closing remark is actually focused on the matter of this central leadership role for our youth participation in politics and electoral process in Nigeria. My wish is that subsequent programs, I've heard everyone speak, many of our speakers. I've looked through the screen and I saw that we shouldn't be speaking to ourselves. I encourage our youths to make sure that they get their fellow youths, our leaders of today and tomorrow, to come on board to participate in such magnificent, marvelous program. Going back as we move forward, let me encourage us to commit ourselves to building a Nigeria where young people can participate fully, confidently, and purposefully. A nation where their voices share policies, good ideas, influence governance and leadership, strengthen democracy. The agitation for diaspora voting should be also on the minds of our youth, and all forms of democratic inclusiveness should be also top of the agenda. That strengthens democracy. Thank God we have a platform like ADC have given us that we can tap into this and realize that aspect. Going forward, we know that when young people lead, we know, like the Honorable Minister said, when young people lead, you see that the nation rises. There's nothing can stop the nation from rising. This is just a fact, and their voices must be heard. We know that when the youth stands firm, then you see democracy deepens. It becomes vibrant. This is obvious, and Nigeria wins. I don't know who is afraid of giving the youth the ultimate platform, or even the youth taking up the baton, as the minister indicated. So this is my wish for my young people and for our country, our dear country. And I would say arise and shine, arise and shine, arise and shine, ADC. This is all I have to say for now. And let us continue to push for this greater participation. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Thank you for your kind words and for your encouraging words and for your wise words. And hopefully our youth will take this home. I thank you so much. Many thanks also to you, the moderator.
Thank you.
And,
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Chief Ambassador Tony Tuklan. Thank you for that closing remark. To go tonight is our beautiful mother, a wonderful person. She's so beautiful. You can't take it. You can't take that away from her. Nobody. The time is fast spent. Yes, the vote of thanks will come through the Honorable Ebere Ijere Martins Yellow. I'm just trying to be very conscious of how I pronounce people's name before they take me to court. You're welcome. Please, open remark, ma.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of this strategic youth summit, and I want to thank first and foremost God for making it possible for all of us to be here. On behalf of ADC Diaspora Network and the Board of Trustees, I want to thank Honorable Kenneth Bandi for his goodwill message, and to all the honorable speakers, youth leaders, and hosts who contributed to the success of this summit. Honorable Minister Dr. Mek Kanwajuba, thank you for your great contribution. Honorable Dr. George Ashiru, our Chairman ADC Lagos. To Dr. Solomon Inua, thank you so much too. Honorable Solomon Agua, I hope I'm not spoiling the names, but thank you so much to our ADC youth leaders, to our hosts, Honorable Bose Adamu and Honorable Mark Godwin. Thank you. Dr. Josephine, I'd like to connect with you. I'm also a writer, and I'm also an advocate for young writers too. I do quite the same thing as you. Thank you, Dr. Josephine, for your contribution. To all the speakers, to Mrs. our youth leader, Mrs. Naomi Gandu, thank you so much. We are in a critical time right now, and it's I would like to pick out something that Honorable Minister Mwajuba said about mindset. It's all about the mindset. To our moderator also, Reverend Adebowale, thank you so much. You did a good job. So a nation that encourages youths to be active in leadership is one that seeks progress and prosperity. Why I joined ADC is that I found it the only party that puts the citizens first. ADC also is the only party that has 35% of youths and women involved. And these youths play a significant role in social welfare, economic growth, and political transformation, to mention a few. So we must encourage them to take up leadership roles 2027, ADC youths and women too, and remind them that leadership is a call to serve with integrity, with the right mindset. I want to wish each and every one of us a blessed weekend. I'd like to leave you this quote from Napoleon Hill. As a writer, is one of my favorite quotes, which is, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can receive. This applies to our beloved country, Nigeria, becoming great again. I know we're all here and we all believe that Nigeria will rise again. And with our collective efforts, each and every one of us with the right mindsets will be able to achieve this and make Nigeria rise again. Once again, thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen, honorable ministers, honorable people. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless ADC, Arise and Shine. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ebere, for that wonderful closing remark. To my beloved ADC members, we all said is our slogan is ADC, Arise and Shine. So unmute yourself, and as we say ADC, then it's a call and response. So you unmute yourself, ADC.
Arise and shine.
Arise and shine.
Arise and shine.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Arise and shine.
Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for your time, for your commitment. For time is money, time is expensive, and this time you are spent here is never going to be in vain. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's summit, and before I go, I'd like to hand over the microphone back to the host, who have given me the opportunity to do what I'm able to do here, the little thing I'm able to do here. I've learned a lot of things tonight. And I am privileged and opportune to sit down here as if I am.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward one day that I will climb the ladder to pass a good message to the Nigerians.
Yeah.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you so much, Adeboale. Members, distinguished guests, everybody, have a beautiful weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.